Okay, so this is my Manitou 14 Necky Kayak, and it's a gel coat boat, and it's a great boat, but I've managed to put a nice ding in the top deck here, just in front of the cockpit. Let's see if I can zoom in and get a little detail on it. And yeah, so it's a nasty gouge with a chip at the end there that actually goes down to the fiberglass of the boat. So the gel coat's been scratched and chipped away. So my buddy, who does some windsurfing board repairs, is going to help me see if we can fix it up with a gel coat repair, which I've never done. So we're going to give that a try. Gel coat repair kit from West Marine, and the kit comes with a bunch of different pieces that you need here, including the gel coat paste. I believe this is the resin hardener, and then it has coloring on it so you can try and match the color. I don't know how much we're going to try and match it today, but we'll probably just try and go with the yellow. And my buddy here has got some acetone that we'll need to clean it off ahead of time to prepare it too. So as we go along, I'll just tell you what we're doing. Okay, so for the first step, we're going to mask off. The instructions tell us to mask off the area around the damage that we're going to be working on. So we have some Scotch 3M blue tape here, and I'm guessing this is just blue masking tape, and this did not come with the kit, so the acetone that they tell you to use doesn't come with the kit either. So there's a couple things that you'll need to do, and we also recommend some rubber gloves, I guess. So we're going to mask it off, and we'll show you what we do.
Go just you know, maybe a 1/4 inch beyond to allow for tapering into your repair. If you try to make the repair too small, you end up with a higher bump.
Okay.
So I'm going just about a 1/4 inch beyond the area that needs to be repaired.
So you've never used one of these kits to repair a boat before either?
No,
okay,
but it's got all the basics.
Okay, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's all the basic stuff. And then at some point, might as well do it now, get the boat level. It really helps. Anytime you can get the surface you're working on level, then the resin won't drip away from you.
Okay.
And you can just approximate it. I'm just looking at it. It's approximately horizontal. And then, just for extra caution not to get resin on your boat, tape it at least 2 inches beyond, just so if there's any overspill, it doesn't get your boat dirty. And if you tend to think you might be messy, you can really this is another option to be really cautious, is to get some impervious paper like wax paper or plastic and tape that.
Oh, and actually cut out your work area?
Well, I mean this...
Oh, just tape it onto the boat so we don't get it.
Just in case you dripped it. Because if you're walking over here, then a drip falls on your boat.
Okay, gotcha.
And if you try to clean it with acetone, some gel coats would get a little bit fogged up. Okay. Just from trying to clean off something with acetone. So you don't want to rub acetone directly on your boat. Now this looks a little bit wasteful, but it really is a safe way to not do more harm than good.
Okay,
so now the next thing is a good quality paper towel that doesn't have a lot of lint in it.
Okay.
Or a cloth, t-shirt, some kind of a rag, and just a little bit of acetone on the corner.
Okay.
Just sort of make sure it's not dripping.
Okay.
Make sure it's not dripping, and then just get a little bit of, well, press, I forgot to say, make sure the tape's pressed down real good, especially around the edges, so you don't get leakage.
Okay.
Because the more you press it, the more that adhesive gets right down on there and prevents leakage. So just a little wipe, let it dry, and then wipe it and let it dry. If you let it get wet, it'll seep under the masking tape.
Okay.
So that's all you do to get rid of
So acetone's just to clean off anything that's on
The
on
oily-
the oily parts.
The oiliness.
Okay.
Because if you start sanding it directly, that oil can get in the dust, which remains at the final sanding stage.
Okay.
This reduces that. Gives you this sandpaper.
Okay. Kit came with sandpaper.
Yeah, I'll put my glasses on so I can see up close. This happens to be a 100 grit
Okay.
sandpaper, which is good for preparing the surface. It cleans it, makes sure, and then it also creates a scuffing profile so that the polyester gel coat paste sticks. And it's hard to get right up to the edge of the masking tape, so you do that first, right along the edge, because you don't want it to debond right there at the edge, because then it'll start to chip off. It doesn't take much. That's why I put on my reading glasses to get up real close. And you don't have to push very hard, because the sandpaper is fresh and sharp, so it cuts right in there. And try not to damage the masking tape, or it'll be kind of a shredded edge. And the first thing you want to look for is to get it dull, where you don't see any shine from the gel coat. And then you go into the center area also, and make sure you sand it until there's no sheen left. If your hands are clean, you can just, better to use the acetone again.
Okay.
I'm reluctant to use my hands because their hands are usually greasy. Just a very brief dusting first to clean it so you can see if you got all the sanding.
Okay.
I missed a couple areas, so finish that. Any little shiny area. No, it's just damp with acetone. That's all it is. You don't want it saturated. Just damp, just enough to pick up the dust.